Yes, thanks for staying with us. Time to turn our attention to fishing. We're down here with the master of fishing, of course, at Brighton Tackle and Bait. Pete, how are you?
Phil, nice to see you.
Great to see you again. Now, a lot of people this time of year, Christmas not too far away, come in and go, warmer weather, time to take the kids out fishing, haven't been before. They want to get the right kit. And you can buy a kit that's got everything in it, but it's generally not too good. Breaks easy, too much stuff. I want to come in and see you. I've got my reel and my rod. What do I need just to have a nice little tackle box to go fishing off the jetty?
Well, the first thing you need is a little tackle box. Just here I've got a nice 2-tray tackle box made in Japan. This will hold everything you need for your first, year or so of fishing, Phil. It's nice and easy, folds away, latches on it, made in Japan, beautiful latches, not made in China.
Perfect.
Okay.
So you're saying the one I think I need, because I need a bit more gear because I don't do any good. This one, for me, mate, not quite right for the jetty?
Not for you yet, Phil. I've seen you fish.
Yeah, okay, all right, I'm with you. Thought it was a good option.
So, I mean, the things you're going to catch off the jetty are squid. So what I'll put in there is a squid jag. You can fluke salmon or snook. So that's a salmon or snook lure.
Look at that one. What's the attraction with this? The colour that
it's just it's the colour and the flash. So it just looks like a fleeing bait fish.
All right. Yep.
That there, in the end, if you want to go for whiting or mullet, then this is a bag that all you've got to do is unravel it and hook it to a swivel.
Okay.
All right.
Yep.
And
Put
I
the
reckon
swivel
you
on the
can
line.
do that.
I
Phil.
can do that. That much I can mess up.
If we're going to go for garfish, then in the end, I've got a garfish rig as well.
Yep.
This one, you don't need the burley bucket. This one, you can put the burley in it yourself.
All right. Yep.
Okay.
And you've done a couple of those for me, and I can tell you that they do work because I've used them myself. The swivel, you mentioned the swivel.
The swivel is
How important is the swivel?
Swivel is extremely important in terms of if you're still using the old mono line, then in the end with mono, you get line twist. The whole idea of the swivel is to take out line twist.
Okay.
And it's also to act as a connection point between your main line to your trace.
Yep.
Okay. These $3-4 and they're going to last you 6 months.
Yep.
All right. Then of course sinkers, stuff like that, all the little extras, a bait knife. I'll put all that in there for you.
Is it easier if the parent comes in and says, look, I'm going off the boat or I'm going off the jetty, so they can come and talk to you and they get an idea of what
Absolutely.
they're fishing for and what they need?
Well, that's right. I mean, they're better to ask me what's in season. There's no point fishing for garfish in the middle of winter,
Yep.
if you know what I mean. Now it's yellowfin whiting season. Great time to go down the jetty, off the beach, get a packet of live worms, and hopefully go home with half a dozen whiting.
All right, you know what it's like with kids though, they get bored pretty easy, and we've been fishing enough with kids to know if they're catching something, it's pretty good fun.
Absolutely.
Is there a right formula? Is there a time, again, to say to their kids, look, you want to go down at, depending on the tide times, which you've got here, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Dad, look, take them down about 5 or 6, a bit of daylight, a bit of sun, you'll catch A, B and C. It's to be unlucky not to get something,
Well,
as opposed to go in the middle of the day and get nothing.
the middle of the day is always hard because the sun's at its highest and the fish are at their spookiest.
Yep.
Right, especially in shallow water. If you're out in a boat, that doesn't necessarily apply. I like dawn and dusk, of course. Sunrise, sunset is known as prime time fishing times.
All right, so if you're heading out at midday then, one of the things we didn't talk about, and obviously I do need one of these, mate, these hats are rippers, aren't they? These are fantastic. And, the kids go down there and I see them and they have the little peak cap on and then they're burnt on the back of the neck, the ears are burnt. I mean, really, it's a pretty important part of fishing now, isn't it?
It is these days with skin cancer awareness, all that sort of stuff. We've also got the hats that you can have with the flap around the back of the net. Other popular things are a mask that they put actually on the face, which of course I should use because as you can see on mine.
Getting a bit burned over time, mate, out there in the boat.
Absolutely.
Got all that gear down here, of course, at Brighton Tackle and Bait. Now, that's for the beginner.
This is the
We've
beginner.
had a chat about the beginner, now the professional. Mate, they reckon the tuna are on the go. The best season for a decade with tuna. What have we got here?
There's a run of fish that has started virtually from the east coast, from Portsea. They're still coming around the corner. They're actually catching these fish now at Cape Jaffa, and these fish are well over 100 kilos.
That's a big fish.
I think the biggest one they've caught so far is about 180 kilos.
Wow.
And that's a different fish to these little ones that we get off Victor Harbour, which we've been getting now for 3 or 4 years,
Yep.
that are around the 15 to 25 kilo mark. I mean, all of a sudden we're selling game fishing gear.
Yep.
Right? These big tuna lures that you had a look there before, something like that, in the end, you'd use for marlin.
Okay.
Right? A marlin would take something like that.
Yep.
It is amazing to think that I'm selling this in my shop
Wow.
for local fish.
So the tuna would take that as well?
Absolutely.
Yep.
No problems at all. You can either buy them rigged with hooks in them, or you can put, if you don't trust me to do
Yep.
good strong hooks, you can buy them unrigged or you can buy them rigged. I'm not sure where I do with my rigged one, but either way, I can have the hooks in them or you can do it yourself.
Why so many different colours?
Well,
I mean,
on a cloudy day, you like your Lumo colours.
Yep.
Because that'll stick out more.
Yep.
Right? On your really sunny days, this colour here is a very popular black and purple because it actually looks like a pilchard.
Okay.
All right, they're the main colours of a pilchard. So a bright day, you want your dull colours. On a cloudy day, you want your bright colours.
Have you been surprised? Been surprised people are coming in for the heavy stuff now?
Look, I've been speaking to some of the old fishermen from 40, 50, 60 years ago. They've never seen a run of fish like this. We don't know how long it's going to last, but by the look of it, they could be at Victor Harbour within 2 weeks.
All right, well, you better not mess around. You better get down to Brighton Tackle and Bait. Get yourself some of this equipment if you want to catch a big tuna. They're out there. Now's the time to get them, but it's time for us to go to a break. Back with more in a moment.